madhu vindati. Wandering one gathers honey. The shloka from the Upanishad is the motto of youth hostels in India. A home away from home for the traveling youth. A place that rekindles the spirit of adventure. A place that helps in fostering friendly relations between people without any distinction of class, creed and color. W.G. Eagleton, a professor of English at Maharaja's College, started the youth hostel movement from Mysore way back in the year 1949. The other pioneers in the endeavor were R.G. Phadke, O.K. Nambiar and V. D'Souza, the then Vice Chancellor of the university. In the 50s, Government of India, realizing the potential, approved the scheme as a national movement and circulated the same to all the universities in the country. Later, the affiliation to the International Youth Hostel followed. Today, a member of the youth hostel or a traveling youth can comfortably stay in any of the 6,000 youth hostels around the globe at an affordable price.
See, youth hostels, not only in India, but all over the globe, are different from the conventional hotel or even the conventional hostel. In a conventional hostel, people come and stay for a long period, do their graduation degree or post-graduation degree and go away. But not in these kind of hostels. These are meant for traveling youth for a very short period of say 3 days, extendable by another 4 days time, so that they can explore the nature, see the development taking place in their own country and participate in freshening of their own country. Besides that, these hostels are also activity center like trekking, rock climbing and various other things. Also, these are the information centers for the youth activity. And the unique feature which separates these hostels than the hotels is the word S in between, as you can see, which stands for self-service, sharing and caring, and a bit of sacrifice. There is no discrimination between men and women here. Both can stay. And the unique feature, if I may say so, that in the hostels there are always 2 wardens, normally a husband-wife team. In some countries they are also known as house parents. Now these things are not in the hotels. In the hotels you can just pay and go like anybody else. But here the relationship between the wardens and their wards is different. It's a home away from home.
The guiding principle of all youth hostels is community life. Guests are accommodated in dormitories. During their stay, just like one's home, self-service in many household chores is imperative. Late night outings are strictly prohibited. The home-like discipline helps women find safety and security in youth hostels, especially while traveling single.
अकेली लड़की यहाँ आके बिल्कुल सेफ है, उसको कोई परेशानी नहीं। अच्छा, एक चीज़ और है कि जैसे होटलों में सेफ इतना नहीं रहती, अकेली अगर महिला रुके, यहाँ इसलिए सेफ है, इनके रूल और रेगुलेशन बहुत अच्छे हैं। जैसे यहाँ ड्रिंक नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेट नाइट 11-12 बजे नहीं आ सकते, इनका एक टाइम है उस पीरियड में ना, तो इसके रूल रेगुलेशन। यूथ हॉस्टल की मैं खुद लाइफ मेंबर हूँ और 5 साल पहले मुझे यूथ हॉस्टल के बारे में पता चला था और उसके बाद मैं लाइफ मेंबर बन गई, क्योंकि मुझे ये इतना अंदर से अपील किया। मैं अकेले ऑल ओवर इंडिया घूमती हूँ, उसमें मेरे को यूथ हॉस्टल की कभी किसी शहर में बहुत कमी महसूस होती है। तो जहाँ ये होता है मेरे को इतनी खुशी होती है कि मेरे को यहाँ पे मैं सेफ हूँ। तो यूथ हॉस्टल तो सरकार को ऐसी संस्थाओं के बारे में और ज़्यादा प्रोत्साहन करना चाहिए।
Youth hostels are a great opportunity for young people to acquire valuable out-of-school education at very nominal costs. Besides tours of an educational nature, such as visits to historic places, they can indulge their fondness for adventure sports like trekking, rock climbing, and water sports. For the majority of rock climbers, hands and feet are the essential, with the feet doing most of the labor. The layman's notion that one must be extraordinarily strong in arms and shoulders is true only for such situations as the negotiations of serious overhangs. Balance is essential, and the body weight is kept as directly over the feet as possible, the climber remaining as upright as the rock permits. An erect stance enables the climber to use the fifth element of climbing, the eyes. Careful observation as one move up a cliff will save many vain scrambles for footholds. The harder the climb, the more the hands are used for support. They are used differently in different situations. In a chimney-like vertical shaft, they press on opposite sides in opposition to each other. Rappelling is a sport that encourages people to test their limits still further. Rappelling involves a slow descent along a rock face using a rope that has been securely anchored to a fixed place. Every youth hostel houses a cafeteria. Breakfast and dinner is provided to the guests at a normal rate. Popular local dishes are served, but if guests are in large groups, their choice of menu is also entertained. But the key word is always simplicity, and the charges are always moderate. Dignity of labor is held in high esteem in all the youth hostels. The guests clean their plates, glasses, and spoons after use. Tranquility descends on the youth hostels from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The guests either go out on sightseeing or indulge in adventure sports that are offered by the youth hostels. Parasailing is one such sport for those who wish to experience the thrill of flying. A tow jeep lifting the parasailer skyward inflates the canopy. Once aloft, altitude is controlled by the jeep's speed. The parasailer reaches the height of about 600 feet in every sortie. Once the jeep slows down, the parasailer makes a slow descent. Admission to government-run youth hostel is open to all. Any traveling youth up to the age of 30 is provided accommodation. However, those who wish to travel abroad are required to become members of the Youth Hostel Association of India. Most of the youth hostels give priority to younger people, and wardens are entitled to refuse bookings from members aged over 35 years if such bookings result in the denial of accommodation to younger members. Once admitted, the rules and regulations are to be strictly followed. The proscribed activities are explicitly exhibited at the entrance. Prohibited: alcohol, drugs or narcotics, firearms and gambling in the hostel premises. Smoking in bedrooms and other no-smoke areas. Animals and pets. Political or religious meetings and discussions. Entry to bedrooms, showers and toilets set aside for use by the opposite sex. Persons with communicable infectious diseases. Offensive behavior which may lead to expulsion from the hostel. Absence during night without written permission of warden. All hostel users have the same privileges and responsibilities regardless of social background, nationality, race and religion. This is the mainstay of the youth hostel movement and the reason for its phenomenal worldwide success. Water sport is another activity that is offered by many youth hostels around the country. The irrigational canals and the rural ambience make it all the more interesting and adventurous. The indigenous rafts are made out of truck tubes and are quite popular as tube rafting. Tube rafting is more fun as the sailor is constantly in contact with the water. However, tube rafting in fast-moving and rocky water bodies is highly dangerous. To see what lies beyond the hills, to peep into the unseen, is strong and compelling urge in all people, particularly the young. And if this yearning to explore the far horizon burns bright within you, you're young enough, no matter what your age is. The spirit of adventure is as powerful today as it was in the days of our forefathers. Far, travel is a human heritage, though style and mode have changed. Traveling the hosteler style, as known today, is considered to be the brainchild of a creative and dedicated German school teacher, Richard Sharman, who conceived and nursed the idea in 1909 with the objective of channelizing the energies of the young for recreational, educative and creative purposes. Gradually, it became a worldwide movement for youth travel.